Hello everyone, I'm the Fitness Kid and you are watching a video on how to achieve and set and stick to your New Year's resolutions. So let's jump right into it and I hope you guys enjoy this video.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I'll make mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be great.
So the secret to sticking with your New Year's resolutions is first how to set them. It's actually how to set that goal. After setting the goal, it all comes down to simply self-discipline and self-control. So I really want to show you how to set the goals. After that, it's all up to you mastering your self-control and mastering your discipline to really stick with those resolutions. So the method I want to teach you about how to set this goal is with the SMART method. SMART is an acronym, so S-M-A-R-T. So each letter stands for a word, and that word has something to do with how you structure your goal. So the first letter is S, and that stands for specific. So you want your goal to be very dialed in. You want it to be really specific. You don't want it to be vague. You want it to you want to know exactly what you're talking about and exactly what you want to do. For example, let's say I'm a runner. I don't want to say I want to run faster. That's the horrible goal. There's no motivation. There's no goal setting. You can't see if how you've bettered over the last however long you've been training. So you want it to be specific. So let's say if you want to run a 5K, let's say you don't want to say, I want to run a faster 5K. Your goal would be, I want to run under a 20-minute 5K. That would be a better specific goal with the S. Then there's M. M means measurable. So for measurable goals, you want it to be something that could easily be tracked, that could easily be recorded, so you can easily see how you've been improving and how you've gotten better. So for a runner, if you have a specific goal, let's say run under a 20-minute 5K, you want it to be measurable. And run under a 20-minute 5K is measurable and specific because it's time-based. When it's time-based, you can easily think, okay, am I hitting my splits? If you're hitting your splits, great, you can keep running at that pace. So you want it to be really measurable. And this doesn't just apply to running. I want to make that really clear. It applies to every goal and every category of your life. Then the A. The A means assignable. So this means it must be assigned to a specific person or a group or something. So if you're a CEO, for example, and your goal is to make company profits go up by 10% this quarter or whatever it might be, you need to assign goals to specific people. You can also assign it to yourself. If it's just you, you assign it to yourself, of course, so that doesn't really apply. But the A can actually have two meanings. So it can mean assignable if you are working with a group, or it can mean attainable. And attainable means it's within your reach, it's within your grasp, it's not super out of the park, and it's not super, just out of the ballpark where you have no way of getting it. But this leads on to the next one, which is realistic. R is realistic. Realistic means you want to set your goals high, but not too high and not too low. So it's actually really challenging setting goals that are tough, but not too tough, because if your goal is too low and it's easy, you easily surpass it and you feel good about yourself, but you didn't really do anything. So there's no point to it. If you set your goal too high, you might you're gonna fail probably if it's improbable. You're gonna fail, and then you're just gonna feel bad. You won't have any motivation, and you won't want to continue working towards that goal. So you need to set the goals just right, where it's really challenging, but if you work really hard, you can pull it off. So R is for realistic, where it's realistic, but it's not super easy. Then T, the last letter, stands for time-based or time-bound. So this basically means there's a certain amount of time that that you need to achieve your goal in. So for a runner, it's really easy if you're doing things where there's a competition at end. You can think, okay, I have 3 months until this competition. I need to train for those 3 months. In other categories, it might not be as tough, or it's going to be harder, it's going to be more tough. But for this, just set dates and think, okay, I want to be at this level in a month. I want to be at this level in 2 months. So for a runner, this could be, I want to run a 6-minute mile in a month. I want to run a 550 mile in 2 months, or something like that, where it's easily measurable, it's specific, it's realistic, it's attainable, and that way it's time-based. So if your goals are specific, measurable, attainable, assignable, realistic, and time-based, you will have a perfect goal, and I promise you it'll make it that much easier to actually achieve and stick with that goal. So New Year's resolutions are the best time to make goals in a year because so many people are doing them. So I made another video on an easy way to actually stick with your goals, because if you have low self-discipline, if you have low self-control, you won't actually be able to do any of this. But there's an easy way, a sort of hack, that you can get past this challenge. So I'll link the video right up here. So I suggest you go watch that. It will help you a lot. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments. I'll make sure to answer every question down there. Other than that, please follow me on Instagram. Please buy merch, buy my book, which is out on Amazon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.